Oh, what a relief. I'm so sorry about that, but hopefully my Wi-Fi is finished throwing its wobble.
I will say that every time your Wi-Fi dies, we now celebrate with this. This is
That's our new thing. Everyone's going to be
the
doing the social distance warriors on the dance floor, and it's my Wi-Fi working?
Oh, do the SD dub. We'll crack straight on. Please welcome to the show McKenzi Vanderberg of the film Thrall. Oh, drum roll.
Hello. Hello. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing so great. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad.
Very good.
Tell us about your film.
Yeah, so I produced Thrall alongside my co-producer Nana Frimpong and our lovely director Xanthi Pahahelio. And we did that last fall, mid-pandemic, at the USC School of Cinematic Arts. And we weren't allowed to be anywhere near our actors with each other, so we did this 100% virtually. Ironically, I still haven't even met Xanthi in person, so it was quite the feat. I look forward to meeting her one day, but yeah, so we did it over the course of 11 days, and the actresses literally did everything through us kind of coaching them through Zoom. So we had the DP making sure each light was placed perfectly. It was an ordeal, but it was really cool to be able to come out of sort of the dark side of the pandemic with a creature that we were able to create. So
I know that feeling well. So did you have like the idea for the film before the pandemic, or was it sort of shaped by what you knew the restrictions would?
Yeah, so our team actually already came together with a script written by Josh Powell that the school actually awarded us funding for. But that one was almost entirely exterior night shots. So we actually had to scrap that script with the group and cast and crew that we all got together. We actually wrote a new script in about 3 weeks so that we could still shoot on the day we were supposed to shoot. So it was a crazy process. We actually took the original character arcs and the original characters we wanted from the first film and thought, like, what if we just pick up with them already in the house rather than this like kind of long walk home to mother. So we just focused on a mom and daughter story at its heart. And then we wrote it, like I said, in about 2-3 weeks to fit the parameters of what we were looking at. And actually all the dialogue is improvised. So we wrote the story and then the dialogue was let go by the actresses. So on top of all the things they were juggling, they also improvised all the dialogue.
That's incredible. I imagine it gives the film a very, like, a really unique, but a really kind of, I don't want to say realistic, but like a sense of being in the moment.
Yeah. Really,
like an immediacy sort of thing.
Yeah, and the cool thing too was in post, we sort of approached it like a documentary style editing, where we took everything we had and we said, okay, this is what we wanted. How can we make it better? So then we took it documentary style editing approach, and we had 2 incredible editors, and we created what we did. And the other cool thing about our piece is we were the first all-female on-set production crew in USC's history in that class.
I was about to ask about this. Just Thrall is triple F rated, which is a rating system I did not know existed until Grimmfest. I am so happy it does.
Well, I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah.
How do you think that like influenced the final product, like compared to other horror films that are on offer?
I think the on-set dynamic really was special given the fact that it was during a pandemic. I think there was a level of compassion and understanding and the ability to support each other, and sometimes in unspoken ways. And so I think that's what made our production special, is that not only did we just really gel well together, but in a heightened reality situation of reality, we were able to come forward and support each other in a really magical way and give this female story a distinctly female touch that I think comes through it.
That's amazing. What do you hope like people take away from it, like after they've watched it? What do you want to leave people thinking or thinking about?
Yeah, I think that sometimes there's this concept that family is a capital F and we are entitled to each other's time and love and energy. And I think the takeaway I'd love from this piece is that you're allowed to take a step back and not feel like you're pulled into perhaps toxic family relationships. So I think this really kind of embodied that enmeshed family dynamic that can happen, and sort of a warning at worst case scenario if you get too enmeshed.
That sounds incredible. I'm so excited. How did you get such a big concept into a short film? Like, how did you condense it?
That I still don't know. I honestly would ask our editor. I'd ask our editors, frankly. They were the one that got it there, I think. But yeah, ironically, we were originally going to shoot it in 3 days, and we quickly realized, oh, this is a bigger project than we thought, and it took 11. So yeah, it was a trial and effort. We were the first film to go virtual at USC, so even the professors were learning with us. We didn't really have like okay, here's how you do it. So the cool thing is now our film and the 2 others that were filmed that semester are sort of mentors to all future USC students who come behind us, who are like, how do we do this? And like, here, this is how.
Amazing. Pioneer of socially distant film.
Yeah, I'm now officially an asterisk in a textbook on USC history one day. But yeah, it was very interesting. But sometimes I think just being able to turn to art when nothing else really makes sense is so crucial. And I think all of us really felt that, where it was like, you couldn't see parents, you couldn't like do anything, you couldn't go outside, but then you could still like huddle in your computer and make this like crazy horror movie. And so that was what was so special, is that I think it got us through some of the darkest points with this dark movie, go figure. So
I actually love that. I think
I love that.
I feel that. I feel that very much. Thank you so much for coming on the show to talk to us. We are at the end of our little interview with you. But Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having us, and thank you for supporting indie films.
One more time for Thrall, which you can catch on Friday, April 2nd at 4 p.m. with Grimmfest. Moving straight on